Okay folks, here we are at the Nygard property one more time, and we are here at 11:11 a.m. on Tuesday, January 22nd, and we are here to take a look at how the Nygards have complied with the court order. Now if we look around, we can see first and foremost there are no construction items. And what they were trying to call construction items was a firewood pile I had. And as you can see, firewood pile's pretty much been reduced mostly to logs that floated ashore and are busy drying out so we can chop them up and burn them. Okay, now as we go through the order, we have a permanent injunction on a bunch of different things. And as you can see, nothing new has been added to the Nygards property since this injunction came out. Thus, we haven't violated any of those permanent injunctions. Now, A in the list is miscellaneous dock storage, accessories, wood, metal, and construction maintenance items within the side yard setback. Now, as you can see, we come up the hill, there's where the stuff is. It was all previously, instead of out in the open for everybody to see it, was in the reasonable place we believe on the property to put it, stored it on the side of the house. Now you can see there's nothing here now. A couple of poles that we weren't able to get out because the ground's frozen, but those will come out when the ground thaws. And we can see that there's nothing there. So once again, we moved our dock equipment and tools and dock parts out here. Now I don't think that the judge meant that we're supposed to move this dock equipment, which is stored within the 10-foot setback, but it's temporary storage because that dock goes in the spring. And I really don't think he meant it, because if you look around, neighbor's house right there has it within the 10-foot. The neighbor over next over has it within the 10-foot. The neighbor after that has it within the 10-foot. And then the last neighbor has it within 10 foot. Also, on the other side of the property, we'll take a look, and they've got some there too. Now if we go right across the street here, we see that the neighbor there has his dock stored right next to the property line. In fact, he has a boat up there that's in violation as well right next to the property line. And then across the street to the left, if you look way close up there, you can see even that neighbor has his dock equipment stored within 10 feet of the property line. So we are surrounded by people who store their stuff along the property line. Even this dock structure right here from the people who filed the lawsuit, Penny Rogers, appears to be within 10 feet of the property line illegally and permanently. Okay, back in the front yard, the next item on the list is to remove a 10-foot spruce tree with a flagpole attached to it. Well, there was never any flagpole attached. I had a flag up there that was bungee corded it for the winters for a few months. I took that down a while ago, told the judge, but as you can see, there is no 10-foot spruce. It's a lot bigger, and we can't remove that spruce tree. As is in the order, we're required to remove it, but that would be a direct violation of Orno Code and DNR regulations, and then they'd both be coming after us. So we're going to leave that tree and hope the judge sees that was the right thing to do. Next thing we have is a wind turbine, 1.95 meter or foot radius. It says a wind turbine 1.9 foot radius turbine assembly within the side yard next to the plaintiff's property. Well, there's a turbine. It's out of the side yard. It's more than 10 feet, and it came off of that pole. So that one's completed. The next one is a wind turbine, 1.9 foot radius turbine assembly with side yard setback near the Walsh property. Well, we can see here's that turbine out of the 10-foot setback, and there's a pole it came off of. We didn't remove the pole or footing for two reasons. One is the ground's frozen. It'd be kind of hard this time of year to do that. And secondly, is because we weren't ordered to. And we've been through this before where we were ordered to remove a turbine pole and footing, and that was not in this order. Okay, next up are brackets for a flagpole on a shed. Now, this was from a temporary flagpole, folks. Here are the offending brackets. The prosecutor likes the word offending. And they were up there to now and again put a different flag up to maybe celebrate the 4th of July or something else, but I guess that's wrong too around here. Okay, next up on the list is a steel clothesline post within the side yard setback near the Walsh property. Well, there used to be one right there. And there's no post there anymore. Just a nub sticking up because we cut it off, so we covered it with a chunk of carpet so no one would fall on it and get hurt. You can see that's carpet under there. And it used to look like this. Now we had two, but as the order read, it said a steel clothesline post, so we removed the steel clothesline post. A portable, soft-sided storage structure within side yard setback near the Walsh property. Well, once again, that was a temporary item. And that thing's been down for quite a while. It's actually come down twice during the lawsuit because it is temporary, and I use it to cover my boat for the winter. I don't get it. Other people get to cover their boat. I guess I don't get to protect my antique Chris Craft, at least according to this order. Now, something else that we need to make note of is that this right here is a 27-foot Chris Craft stored more than 5 feet from the property line, and it is inoperable, but it's been there less for a year, so it is legal according to code. And in fact, I have a video of the Orno inspector stating, hey, it looks legal to me. Something else to notice, we had a piece of yard art out here, wind turbine on a pole I had. That is gone. That is no longer here. And they were griping about a windsock I had on my shed, so I took the windsock down. You know, under protest, it's ridiculous how windsock wasn't in a lawsuit. It was up before the judge's order. But I still got to take it down, or they want us to go to jail. All right, last thing on the list is non-trash items. And we can see that there aren't any refrigerators or water heaters or washer dryers or construction equipment or indoor furniture or anything like that as defined. And we'd like to remember, there's the dock equipment like I said. We'd like to remember that the inspector did state on the inspection video that he took no pictures of non-trash items on the property because he didn't believe there were any there. Folks, we have complied with the judge's order to the best of our ability. I mean, even with the clothesline pole, my buddy Bubba said, I'll get that out. And he came out here with a pick. I said, go ahead. 10 minutes later, he comes up and says, that thing ain't moving. Just have to wait till next year if it needs to come out. Well, thanks for joining me, folks. We'll see you in the next video. This Turbine guy sign.